My stomach doesn't feel good.
Why not?
Your stomach?
Did you eat something or not eat something?
Do you want
I
us
did
to
eat.
Do you want us to rub it?
Aw.
Like heat therapy or
No, I'm all set. But
okay.
Want us to push your knees over your shoulders?
that's what you do to a baby, right?
Yeah.
What do you
this makes sense.
Happy
Has it been
baby.
all morning or has it just started?
Well, I projectile vomited last Friday.
That's a whole week ago.
So it was a whole.
Not really. It's several days
Today's,
ago.
isn't today Monday? you
Like
okay?
3 days ago?
It was
Today's
Friday.
Tuesday, thank you.
Big vomit on Friday. Big.
Why?
What did
I don't
Why?
know. I felt queasy all night.
projectiles?
I think it was like into the toilet, but it was, I just got worried. I didn't know if it was food poisoning or if it was like I had stomach bug. But then since then, I'm worried that either my wife, my son, or my mother-in-law, or one of my groceries is poisoning me slowly. And I'm like, is it in the butter? Or is it in my water bottle?
Oh.
Or is there something in my home? Or, which is probably the real answer, do I just like feel queasy because I had a stomach bug and my
Yeah,
stomach
it's only
is
been a few days.
topsy-turvy.
You know, I know that Ryan Garcia had the stomach flu or something last week too.
I'm going to
So
kill
maybe
that.
there was
I'm
some
gonna kill
little.
him.
You didn't run into him, I don't think.
He gave it to me over the internet.
But I think there maybe was some stomach bug.
but it was a one and done for you.
One big. I had a night of restless sleep, and then I woke up, and then it was donezo. And then the rest of the day, I was like,
Yeah, it's tough. You get dehydrated.
yeah, it was horrible.
All your nutrition.
I drank
is gone.
Pedialyte, ordered some liquid IV, TM.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
I got the sugar free.
I don't know what I'm drinking when I'm drinking it, but it's
Good-
been
yeah.
helping. I really not Spawn.
Not Spawn,
But
right now. They
Liquid
have them after the
IV
best.
is. I have been drinking Liquid IV during Eat the Menu shoots, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
been really helpful.
Huh.
Because part of what is so hard about it is the amount of sodium. Is I get dehydrated.
Yeah.
And this is, and I literally am so full, I can't get like the amount of water into my body in the rate that I want to hydrate faster. But because Liquid IV makes it like 2 or 3 times more
This is an
hydrating.
incredible
Sounds like
ad.
Incredible ad for this.
It is though, but I
It's
like
great.
it.
Now, when you say that it makes you feel better, is it taking away from the food drunk Keith that we all know and love?
No, I'm still a goblin. It just makes you feel better after. Like I don't feel as dehydrated after.
What's the next menu, Keith? When will it be
Yeah.
enough?
Oh my god! Well, I don't know when this comes out, but
That's a good point.
there's so many. I keep thinking about more restaurants that I haven't even thought about, like Boston Market.
Oh, fuck.
Right?
Boston Market was my
Right?
favorite restaurant as a middle schooler.
Yes.
I went once.
and Dairy Queen.
You dare?
Oh,
I've never
there's
done
so
Dairy Queen.
many. We barely scratched the surface.
Oh my
service.
God. The
barely
service.
scratched the surface. 80 episodes in.
Well, Keith, I mean, everyone knows I'm the cream king, so
I know. I would love to have you
I would
there.
come lick.
I would love to
lick.
have the king of cream there with the Dairy Queen.
Yeah. I'd love to go to Boston Market today.
It's oh my god,
There aren't
So
any out
good.
here.
my
What?
friends.
The closest Dairy Queen's in Anaheim.
Wow.
Oh,
I do my research.
we have to go to Boston. I remember my friend's grandma took us to Boston Market when I was like in middle school, and I was like, oh my god, what is this fine dining 5-star experience? I thought it was the fanciest place.
Yeah.
and we had like
It's good.
the creamed corn and the chicken and whatever. And I was
It's
like,
good.
it's fucking good.
It's good. I wanted to do Boston Market for the Boston Eat the Menu show, and the whole team was like,
funny.
"You can't do that to them."
It's really
I was
funny
like, "But
though.
it's in the name."
Have you done Golden Corral?
I've never done one of those. I really want to do one of the big bad buffets
Oh,
someday.
Golden Corral's terrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
Shoney's.
I would love to do a Shoney's. I used to love Shoney's.
I love-
You
Shoney's
got
is my
lollipops
favorite.
as a kid. Do you remember that?
I do.
Lollipop
I do.
tree in
and
the
they
front.
had the French toast sticks.
I don't remember at all what I ate there.
I don't know what this restaurant is.
It's like Denny's of the Southeast
With a breakfast buffet.
with a breakfast buffet.
Huh.
Cool.
And they had a lollipop tree in the front.
They had a lolly.
A lollipop tree?
Yeah, it was like cardboard cut out of a tree, and there were lollies in it. And you take one as a kid, and when you left, and maybe my parents were buying it. I have no idea, but I took a freaking lolly on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh, I took them.
When we used to go to King Soopers in Denver, we always took a cookie for free. And I am wondering if that was allowed or if my parents just did that.
If we were
Gave
just
it to me.
yanking cookies.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a Harris Teeter, shout out.
I've been one of those.
Grocery store that had free sugar cookies.
I got to eat everything at Publix someday.
man.
You know, like there's so like There's so many. The Whole Foods hot bar, I feel like, has enough for anything menu.
That's
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's so much. Like,
Certainly.
there's so much.
And you go to different Whole Foods too to like just you send your people out because it changes a little bit.
Right. I have to. My goblins.
Send the fleet.
I imagine him sending 10 people out, spreading across Los Angeles.
Eat the menu, Walmart.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, they don't have an original food, do they?
Some of them have delis.
Sandwich.
They add originals.
They have. You have to.
Play dance.
Yeah, that'd be tough. It'd be tough to do. But like, there's so many just normal restaurant chains that we still haven't done.
Yeah. Wow.
Corner Bakery.
No,
I forgot about that one.
What is
I
that?
might come out against Corner Bakery. I
What
don't
is
like
Corner
it.
Bakery?
It's
It's
just
like
not
a
that good.
Panera-esque, but it's not as big. But I used to love it.
Oh,
and I drove
really?
by one yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, Corner
Yeah.
Bakery.
You also haven't done Bojangles, right?
I haven't done any of the other. I haven't done
Bose.
Culver's. People are pissed as hell at me. So I've never done Culver's, and they're right. But we don't
bet.
have them.
Have you ever done Taco Bell?
Yes.
That was the first
What
one.
about Burger King?
Sorry,
Uh-huh.
that was the first
Okay, I'm
one.
out
that
of
was
ideas.
that was the
Sorry,
second.
That was
third.
the first one.
I'm out of ideas.
Sorry, that was the first
The first one was actually
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Second, the first one on this channel,
Taco
or
Bell.
our channel, yeah, Taco Bell.
Wasn't it the first video on the channel besides the channel?
And then I
trailer?
believe Burger King was second because we're like, okay, well, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King.
Yeah,
and
I
then
remember
Panda
we got the
Express
King.
was early on as well.
Shot it on that blue fucking wall.
Yeah. Some of them were done in my house,
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's right.
apartment.
Taco Bell was done in your
That
house, I think.
blue fucking wall.
Yeah. It really
That
brings me
blue
back.
fucking wall.
The blue fucking wall.
And then the Dunkin' Donuts is a classic where we kept getting things sent to the printer.
Oh, that was really fun.
Yeah.
That's where the coffee. Yeah, that was
Uh-huh.
really good.
And something I missed from those early ones is that you and I going to pick up the food.
Yeah, that was a fun part of the adventure.
And then we realized, like, this is not a
We
good
don't
way to
need
eat
this. Why is this?
Well, I think actually I do miss that visual, but
Yeah.
it was a bad way to get the food for the next 6 hours of eating.
Right, yes,
so we have
correct.
since changed it where food comes every
Yeah.
like 40 minutes so that it stays fresh and it isn't like totally garbage.
We
because
got all of the
we
food.
would get everything at 10 a.m.
Yeah, that was really
We would
good.
just bomb their kitchen in the morning and then we'd eat it for hours and obviously it would be bad.
Yeah.
So we changed our production model, which changed how we shot it, which means we lost that scene. But I have a similar scene that I shot for the Little Caesars one that comes out on the Ides of March.
Oh. The Ides of March.
How silly is that?
That's really funny.
Miles, is there anything you missed from the beginning? Like you were at the company ground level.
That's right.
And it's changed a lot.
I'm sure.
It
Do you
really
miss
has.
anything about that stage of life or just like the scrappiness of it all?
Yes, the stage of, I would say the scrappiness was very fun.
Yeah.
Because you never really knew every day could be very different. Like, I think it's also, there was much less staff. So it'd be like,
tiny.
it was tiny. So it would literally be like, okay, a video's gonna happen, and Rachel's like, let's just like, we'll start in the morning, and then it would just, what the video became and what it was kind of
Whoa.
evolved through. To me, it was also sort of like content grad school where I was getting better at camera skills and learning
Yeah.
how to shoot that stuff. And like, you guys were like, okay, we're in a scrappy mentality, but we're making it in a style that we already kind of have from before. So it was very startup-y,
Yeah.
you know? It was fun.
What if you guys just did that one time for the one time? One day you don't know what you're gonna make.
One time.
And just go out.
Yeah, I think that's that actually
Good for
is a
production.
mission for this year is to figure out some more early DNA scrappiness
Yeah, that's
and letting the adventure sort of unfold.
You'll get a little taste of this as at our top of the year all hands, which was delayed.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
But it's something we've been thinking a lot about is the difference between shows and videos, and that's sort of the difference between Second Try and YouTube, right? Like as a company, we've gotten really excellent at shows, but we've sort of lost a little bit of our ability to make videos and just have that scrappiness. I think part of that too is in the aesthetics. Like we had you filming, and then you trained Jonathan, and that became Jonathan doing it. And now Jonathan works. He's editing this episode right now. He works in the Pod Squad, and so like we've also just lost like having someone internally who
Sure.
can pick up a camera and gets our rhythm. And actually before you, it was me filming Keith, right? And
Right.
vice versa.
Yeah.
So there are videos we're making this year where we're just going to try and pare it down again and make it like, all right, Keith's going on an adventure. I'm going to film him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
That's really interesting that the camera has so much personality to it. Like the editor has a bunch of personality to
Yeah,
the
because
video.
because we don't have someone internally who like is
Right.
with us, then we bring in
the consistency.
someone and they can be the most talented
Right.
cinematographer in the world, but then that can also create a feeling of formality that then creates a feeling of distance between you watching and the person on screen.
Yeah, we
Totally
have this
agree.
video coming out where we went to San Diego Safari Park and we were like shooting each other, and it was really fun, like
Hell
to be
yeah.
like filming and like running the camera and capturing stuff with the timing. However, at the end of the day, I was like, yes, this is that horrible back pain I used to have
It's
all the
awful.
time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot. I was
You're
like halfway through the day, I was like, man,
hunched
why does my back hurt so much?
Takes
Why does my shoulder blade, like, what's going
Because
on?
you're
I'm like,
filming me and I'm 2 feet lower than you.
and just like you kind of lock your body up to create a
Yes.
tripod out of yourself, and you don't realize that you're tense for hours. And then you're trying to do this little tiny motion to capture
not shake the
moments
camera.
and do timing and like frame stuff in and frame stuff out, and then the lighting is changing, so you're moving the ND filter. You're just constantly tinkering, and you're not thinking about your health.
No.
Yeah.
And but I like doing it. It was really fun that day to shoot that way, and I want to find more ways to do it. But I also need like, how do I do it where I don't hurt?
We just started trying to shoot on some Sonys instead. We've been Canon boys. And by the way, hey Canon, hey Sony, if you're listening, who wants us?
Who wants us?
Who wants me?
Who wants us?
What Sonys do you shoot on? FX3s?
So we tried a couple, and Canon, if you're listening, we're debating a move. And Sony, if you're listening, we're in the market.
I'd say it's a good time for one of these brands to pick you boys
I
up.
don't know if who wants to make sure that we keep shooting on their camera.
What's the reason for the pivot from the C300?
Well, we just want the C300s now at this point. They're excellent cameras, but they're years old and they're also big. And
They're
so,
big,
they're
and
huge.
the data they write is gargantuan.
Yeah, it's huge.
So like for our,
which was incredible. 5 years ago? But
Yeah.
but we have we can only hold so much data, and we're making so many videos, right? So if you're shooting a video and you come home with like 3 terabytes of footage for really only 6 or 7 hours, like, okay, that's a lot to process, for the computers to process, to be able to even edit into a video. And then we like to keep all of our raw files to maybe
Right.
use someday. So like we have to store all of it. So it's just like compounding costs.
Yep.
So modern cameras, they compress the size without compressing the quality better, right? So it's better.
So then we're looking at some new cameras, right? There's some new Canons that we like, some new Sonys that we like.
We
Which
like
one I
them.
like most? I don't know. But Sony and Canon, their lenses, the zoom is mirrored.
It's
Opposite of each
Yeah, it's
other.
opposite.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Oh.
I have
Correct.
a decade plus worth of muscle memory using Canons to zoom in.
Yep.
But whenever I go to zoom in on a Sony, I zoom out.
Right.
That's kind of funny though.
It is so unbelievably frustrating. And like, I don't know whose fault it is between the
Yeah.
two companies that they did the opposite.
It's
Yeah.
mean.
That's very
It's
funny.
mean.
It's
Yeah.
mean.
Because and there's so many camera people, I imagine, who like, it's not up to them what they shoot on. It's like, it
No,
changes based on what shoot you're on.
Yeah.
So it is so important to me to just have that instinctual rhythm where you're not even thinking, you're just feeling, and like someone does something or something happens and you punch out just a little bit, and to have that moment and like
do the wrong way.
I like, oh, there's this incredible thing. Let me go to a wide to get it, and all of a sudden I'm just only looking at Keith's forehead.
Yeah. Right.
It's so
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, it is time to.
I love the. All right, you guys. It's just
All right, guys.
It's Rainie's way of saying, I got a plan. It's time for a segment.
Let's go to our segment. So we are going shopping on Facebook Marketplace.
Let's go.
I do this like once or twice a month to see what sort of dumb bullshit there is.
Right?
That's so
It's
funny.
really fun. And I'll also do it when I'm in another city to see what's the dumb
Oh.
bullshit.
Oh, I like that plan.
And by the way, we're batting 1,000 right now. Sold.
Vintage,
Sold.
can I read it?
Yes,
Is that okay?
yes.
Vintage Cougar Panther life-size statue. We got, this is a gorgeous, for the audio listeners, statue of a panther. And
Life size.
It's life size, that's for sure. Condition, used like new. What a statue! Exclamation point. Zach, you want to take the description?
So lifelike, wonderful addition to. By the way, do you need to get your eyes checked?
What?
You can't read that?
No, I can read it.
Just tossing you the baton.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sharing the space.
Because we have an optometrist nearby.
I know how to
Okay.
fucking read.
Okay. What a statue! So lifelike, wonderful addition to an animal lover's home. Possible delivery anywhere from Imperial Beach to Los Angeles. Check out my other beauties.
I'm interested in that.
I would like to. This is
That's
$250, and frankly,
Worth it.
I think that's a steal.
I
That's a
gotta
steal.
be honest, guys. I think it's overpriced.
What?
Look at the quality. Can we see the
It's
next picture? Can we see the
life-size.
next photo?
The next
Are there
photo.
more
I think,
photos?
I think
Multiple
Rainie made a
These are
slideshow.
screenshots.
This is a screenshot, Rainie, but
We're not live.
There are. Sorry, I thought we were live.
I'm going to their Instagram to. Well, don't tell people. I don't want them. I'm now.
They're gonna buy this.
Yeah, they're gonna buy it.
You
So
hit
I
your
can't.
time limit.
Probably
Yeah, I
this
always-
person wants this on advertising, right?
I'll
They
s-
have a store.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to Creme de la Creme Vintage.
I will say I do think that the statue is not 100% plexiglass. It does look like it's a combine. Looks like it's a carbonate.
What do you think it is?
I thought it was copper.
You
If
think
it's copper,
is it-
we gotta buy it right now.
If it's metal,
That's
I-
thousands and thousands.
I think
of
this
dollars.
is metal.
Wait, copper's a precious metal.
It's so expensive.
Okay, I
let's
found
get
it.
People take copper pipes and sell them for like a lot.
People strip telephone poles for copper wiring.
Okay, big news.
Yeah.
So I found it on Instagram. This was posted December 12th, and back then it was $400.
Whoa, price dip.
On
So
sale.
I bet you
Rolling back.
I think
prices.
we could get this for
200.
200.
Yeah.
I think they don't know what they
175.
have.
I think it would be cool to have it right outside the door of the podcast studio. So as you're going in,
What about okay, you have Zach and Miles on one side, Keith and nobody on
Keith
the
and
other.
Panther.
Keith and
Keith and
Panther.
Panther.
Should I DM and ask what is this made out of?
It looks.
I'm zooming in on it.
It's porcelain, maybe.
I think it's porcelain.
Cool.
That's
Which is
pretty impressive.
It's pretty. I mean, it's fragile for sure.
I also thought it was
mean-
bronze at first, and I was like, is this 400 pounds?
So- and by the way, the fact that they'll deliver,
I'm gonna DM.
the delivery's insane.
You're DMing Zach?
Yeah, I'm gonna DM.
Ask who's the manufacturer of this thing? Where'd this thing come
It'll be like it's
from?
100% pure lead.
Where's it from?
I'm gonna say, hi, what material is this?
Panther.
I actually going in to this episode, I was like, I kind of want to DM a celebrity like we did that one time. And so we kind of are in a way.
Did we
Yeah,
DM a celebrity?
Yeah, we did once. I don't think they responded.
Dang.
Oh yeah, we did. Who did we? It was like Natalie Portman or something, right?
Yeah, or something like that. All right, you ready for the next
beautiful.
one?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
The start of a new year is the perfect time to get organized, set goals, prioritize what matters most. For me, a top priority is my financial wellness, which feels more important than ever. You know, thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. They show me all of my subscriptions right in one place. They help me easily cancel the ones that I've forgotten I've been paying for. And Rocket Money also pulls together all of my spending across my different accounts, so I can clearly track my spending habits and see where I can cut back. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. You can see all your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts. And you can get alerts if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over budget. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/tripod today. That's rocketmoney.com/tripod, rocketmoney.com/tripod.
Pink saddle. You know
Oh,
what? It's
wow.
cool, but let's go to the next
Whoa,
one.
whoa. You're just gonna
Whoa.
skip a
Sorry.
pink saddle?
I mean, the next thing is better.
I mean,
Yeah,
the next thing
this
is
is
cool. Keith, you wanna take it?
Mid-century original egg chair with speakers. Austin Powers in parentheses. This is a unique, true 1960s egg chair complete with speakers, reminiscent of the style seen in the Austin Powers movies Men in Black and Mork and Mindy. This set includes the
crazy references.
this set
You know, the
includes
chair from Mork and Mindy.
It also includes the ottoman. The chair is designed in a fiberglass or a antique style from the post 1950 era of fiberglass, making it retro addition to any space, perfect for adding a touch of nostalgia and whimsy.
Whoa,
to
get
your
ready for
home
the end of
decor.
this.
The egg chair with speakers is sure to be a conversation starter, price negotiable, originally appraised at $8,000.
Whoa.
And they're selling it for $2,500, down
Yeah.
from $3,000.
I gotta be honest though, I think 2,500 is still too much.
It's too much.
Here's why.
What are the cables for those speakers?
Yeah, that's a good question.
How am I going to play music out of this
RCA.
chair?
It's gotta
Yeah.
be RCA.
DM them and ask if it takes Bluetooth.
There's something so funny about sitting. It's like speakers are designed to broadcast music out loud, but you are in a egg. So it's
Yeah.
like
The
you can
shape
only
of
listen to the egg.
this looks like a stormtrooper helmet.
It looks like a penis head.
Yeah, that too.
But I'm also sort of like, I'm wondering about this chair. You know, you sell it for $2,500. You need to find the right customer. You sell this
Yeah.
puppy for $1,000, a lot of people are going to buy that.
Do you
Yeah.
think they should have dusted it before they took this photo?
That's what I.
You
yeah,
see the
it
layers
looks-
of dust sitting on the arms?
Yeah, it's filthy.
Yeah.
And it's bright, it's burgundy. I mean, can you imagine? Okay, let's say you go home with someone and this is in their home.
I think that's cool though.
You do?
I think I'd be like, whoa, that's
Cool
a
chair.
novelty item.
I guess that's true. It's kind of a flex to be like,
Yeah.
you have a weird chair.
and if
Yeah.
it's like, it has speakers built in, I'd be like, oh my God, I need to sit in it.
You walk in and you're like, whoa, is that the chair as seen in Mork and Mindy and Austin Powers and Men in Black?
It's just that, like, it's so big.
It's
Yeah,
huge.
it's big.
And you really have to already have the whole rest of the room for this chair. Like, this chair can't just go
Right.
in any room. It's got to go in a very specific
Yes.
70s,
Spacious, yeah.
70s weird house somewhere in Los Angeles.
I think it could fit the aesthetic of your room. You got like that mid-century modern thing going on.
Yeah, but that's so.
It's
We
huge.
don't have anything that looks
Think
like
about
that.
your son.
He would love
love
it. He would love it.
I
His
just
looks like
also
a
want
spaceship.
I want to give a shout out to the scene in Men in Black that has this chair because I think it is one of the greatest character introducing first acts that we've seen in a blockbuster movie.
Oh,
And
it's him
yeah.
moving the chair and the
Yeah,
table.
they're all trying to write against the egg, and then he just takes the heaviest table in the world.
It's so funny. Men in Black
Movie
is
fucking
hilarious,
rips.
by the way.
So good.
But
It's, really-
I'll watch that next.
it's
Yeah,
fun.
it's
It's really
great.
fun.
All right. Another chair.
Whoa. Okay. This is actually a very
This I'm into.
expensive and modern, like this chair shape I've seen, and I'm always like, oh, that's funny, and then you find out that it's worth a fortune.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So this is a good deal.
I've seen these chairs
$750.
at like very schmancy furniture stores.
And it has sort of a
Does it have a
ball
name?
and chain. Like
I-
it has an ottoman that is connected by a string.
Okay,
Oh, the ball and chain to me is a little bit kink.
so it's let me read this. It's
Yeah.
a orange jersey striped La Mama chair,
La
and then
Mama.
it wants to make sure you know it's inspired by.
Hey, Zach, can you not read it?
I can't.
Because you made fun of me for not being able to
I
read
had
it.
to
You're
work
now
really hard to read
on
that
your
last
hands and
paragraph,
knees.
and I was
He's
so
on his
nervous.
hands and knees, closer to the thing. You see this?
What word do you think that? I can't read it. Gaetano Pesci for B&B Italia. That's why I had to get on my hands and knees.
Gaetano Pesci.
Yeah,
for-
you're Italian. Read that.
Yeah, it says Gaetano Pesci.
Purchased secondhand from
For
a
B&B
gal in
Italia.
Temecula, so can't confirm where she bought it. But all in all, such a cool statement piece and the most comfortable reading movie chair.
This is
reading
so
slash movie chair.
It's so funny looking at the living room that this photo was
That's what
taken
I'm
in.
saying. Like, you can't just plop these chairs in any old goddamn room.
No. This needs to be at a circus.
What style? I don't know anything about houses. What style is this where you see the fireplace? Is it Craftsman? I don't know.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
like a
maybe
Craftsman
Craftsman,
home.
but it's also like kind of looks like a flip. Like, you know.
Yeah. But that particular fireplace reads Craftsman.
Well-
Reads painted over Craftsman.
Yeah.
$750 for that chair, I think, is great.
Sold.
I like that you could store the ottoman on the chair like a little ball in the cup game.
Yeah.
Sorry, what Rainie has next is really exciting. Historic German colony building.
What?
This is just, and by the way, the picture couldn't be more horrifying.
I look like that's where the ghosts are stored.
It's haunted as fuck.
That's clearly a ghost layer.
Why? This is a $45,000 what? Building?
For sale in historic German Bethel colony. Are you wanting to get out of the hustle and bustle of the big city, looking for an adventure in a small town? Then come and check out this building in Bethel, Missouri. Wait,
what the
sorry.
fuck?
They're selling it
In
it's
LA.
in LA. But it's a building in Bethel, Missouri, currently being used as an ice cream parlor. Could be used as living quarters with little work. Very cheap utilities and property taxes. PM or call hidden information to get more information. So why are they selling it in LA?
Well, they're basically saying like, hey, you're in Los Angeles.
Get outta
You
here.
could have a whole goddamn haunted house
That's an ice cream parlor.
and all the unlimited ice cream forever.
All the ice cream you can want.
for $45,000.
There's a really incredible show here.
Buy a building?
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, just go to the craziest things on Facebook Marketplace and
Yeah.
learn
I
about the people around them.
Okay,
That's
you ready
a
for
good
this
idea.
YouTube
Yeah.
title? I bought a house on Facebook Marketplace.
Pretty good.
I brought a haunted German house in Missouri on
Parentheses-
Facebook.
Yeah. That's
Parentheses,
really good.
unlimited ice cream.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's good
That's
too.
really huge.
Ice cream included.
Yeah, it is. I have
Like, I would watch this adventure. Of
I
like, we
agree.
saw this and we got to go and see if we should buy it because it's
Yeah.
actually very cheap.
I kind of think of the tripod as sort of our ideas factory.
I was thinking, I was like, do you guys always come up with this many ideas if you're on a walk?
Well,
Or is it really this is the epicenter?
No, this is the epicenter.
it.
Because
This is
Rainie,
it.
you brought American Girl,
Mhm.
and then we made a video. Didn't do great, but hey, that's not on you.
That's okay.
I think that was more on me in my execution of it. We have Keith Plays a Porn Game.
Yeah.
It's coming soon
Big.
Oh my
to
God, I
Big.
can't believe that's getting
the
greenlit.
second
Big.
try. We're
Big.
doing an exclusive show. We're gonna do a whole season of Keith Plays a Porn Game with the crew right here. By the way, Miles, you're greenlit.
Sounds good. By the way, is Keith gonna play on an iPad?
Yeah.
You've got to have a big iPad.
Yes. I think we need an iPad for this. This is iPad.
So that way you can
required.
HDMI out to
Projector.
capture the
Yeah.
footage.
I forget if it's coming in March or April, but stay tuned for more
It's gonna be
details
huge.
there.
That's so.
I will say
fucking
that
funny.
like this is a great show.
That's a great show.
This
Just
is
touring
good.
it
I have
alone.
something with Facebook Marketplace written down in one of our docs, but I'll put it to the top. I like this.
Put it to the top.
It's not going to sell anytime soon because it's too spooky. And there's a gigantic Christmas wreath on the wall, like a gigantic Christmas wreath
Yeah.
Do you think
on the wall. Seems to be permanent.
I don't think Devin would let us drop.
Buy it.
This is-
45K.
This is way more.
I'll say if you're looking for to drop money on it, I've been looking recently at just buying land in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is something I'm very interested in. And you can find land for like, $2,000, $3,000. There's a plot of land.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I won't say that literally it's like, hey, there's no power, sewage, water, there's nothing
It's
here.
land.
And you can't camp on it, but you can buy it.
Land is land.
So here's something that we could do, because I'd say $45,000 for how much our videos make on YouTube. This is too much. We're gonna lose too much
We're gonna
money on
lose-
this
we're gonna
video
lose money.
unless this goes super vi. But halfsies probably will still lose money. That said, we'll lose less money. And if you go splitsies with us,
Oh, interesting.
you make a video for your channel,
Uh-huh.
we make a video for our channel. It's a collab, kind of like when Eddie and Ted did their Margaritaville. It's okay that they're both.
So you're saying that you want me to front the cost of a building,
Half.
front half the cost of a building,
Yeah.
so that so I can make a video for my channel,
Yes.
that will get 50,000 views,
And,
You-
and hear
and
me,
you guys make a video that will get more than that views.
at
so-
least 100.
Yeah, so the ROI for you at least 100. So the ROI for you.
I don't know if you checked our channel out recently. We're not.
Miles, I'll do you one better. You can make as many videos for your channel as you want with this.
That's interesting.
You can make 16.
I live in a haunted house in Colonial
Part five.
Missouri here.
Here's
Yeah,
what
part
I'm
five.
thinking, Miles, is
Yeah.
that if you make a channel or video on your channel
Yeah.
and we make a video on our channel, then you're going to get Try Guys viewers coming to your channel, which is probably something that's never happened
Yeah, it's never
before.
happened before. And I gotta be honest. I think those people are either already watching or do not care.
But what if
I
yours
think those
is what if
viewers are
yours is
daft.
titled "The True Story" at the end? And
Ah,
ours just
yes.
says
That's
says
like
we
what I
bought a
did-
haunted house, and it's
Yeah.
like they bought a haunted house. The true story.
Though that's like when I left Try Guys, I left Try Guys, and then I had the real reason why I left Try Guys, which was a live stream, and in the thumbnail it said Zach hit me with his car.
Yeah.
What about the thumbnail is the Try Guys fucked me over,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
good.
you with the deed of a house.
Whoa.
Try Guys sold
with
me
an
a
ice cream
lemon.
cone.
Yeah, ice cream cone in the deed to a
All right,
house.
we'll keep thinking about this off air. I
There's
know.
something here. There's really something here.
You
That's
can
good.
also sell it again after. You can just buy it for a second and
Flipping, we sell haunted houses.
This is Rainie. You're so right.
I
don't-
flipped a haunted house.
we don't need to own this forever.
yeah, you can put it back on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, wait, coat of paint? Because obviously there's
Double
water
it,
damage.
double it.
Because there's water damage. You can see in the ceiling there's water damage.
Yeah, it's definitely
Fresh coat
definitely
of paint,
needs a
ignore the
lot of
mold.
work.
And honestly, we could sell it cheaper. We're just trying to cut our losses here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just knock 5K off that price.
We're talking as if we can't afford this.
Sure you can.
Well, we can just dip into savings.
We'll say, you know what we do, Zach?
Whoa.
First, before we buy the house, we flip the 1982 Mercedes-Benz for a profit, and then we eventually buy the house.
and
Yeah.
we drive cross country in the Benz
with the Panther statue.
with the Panther statue to put the Panther statue into the house.
That's right.
So it can be Panther's ice cream.
Oh, I like that.
There we
This
go.
is kind of cool because what I like about this, if we did it as a series where our goal is to get the house, kind of reminds me of when Ryan Trahan turned
Yes.
to Penny,
Yeah.
did his whole Penny series. But we're just doing it through Facebook Marketplace
Yes.
only.
Yes.
That's really good.
Honestly.
It would be a heavy lift.
Building a life
Takes a long
on
time.
Facebook
Yeah.
Marketplace.
This next one made me gasp.
Yeah.
It's a 1982 Mercedes-Benz 240D, and it says it's $1,000.
I just want to stop. You said this next one made me gasp.
I did.
You got to read the description.
You didn't say gasp, I think.
You got to read the
I
description.
only said gas.
Keith, do you want to hate the description?
What am I missing?
1982 Mercedes 240D. Car does not run. No
Oh.
start, nothing.
Oh.
Any questions? Let me know.
Kind of fun.
I wonder if
What if we cut out the hole in the floor and we put our feet through it Flintstone style?
I'm kind of like, though, car like this doesn't need a run.
It's
Mercedes-Benz 1982, mint condish, doesn't need a run.
they don't make
Doesn't
cars
matter.
like that no more.
How did they get
It's
it on the street?
cool.
If you just sit on this, watch the babes roll in. Hey!
For $1,000.
I was really
You're
close.
just getting
I-
a husk. I bet you. I
I
don't.
have this photo.
I don't know anything about. Well, I'm
No, no,
texting.
got it.
I'm
Zach
texting.
takes his own photos.
I'm gonna text Garrick right now and be like, "How much would it cost to get this puppy running?"
Yeah, I feel like could your dad do it?
My dad
No,
probably
my-
could do it. Would he want to do it? No. But he could.
I think
It's diesel. Diesel engines can be complicated.
I was really close. I sent this to Zach, but I somehow got on like a food truck vertical of like short form stuff, and there were like a $3,000 one that like just is like a hitch that you hitch to your car and move around, but it was a fully furnished little
my God.
food cart thing. I was
What?
like, I would get that almost to be like the set for Eat the Menu going forward.
That's amazing.
So like I
Whoa.
could park it in the parking lot
Yeah.
of where it is, and now I'm like, well, I'm in a vehicle.
That there are
That's
podcasters
cool.
that had like an Airstream or whatever. and
Yeah.
they built the set into there, so then they can just go wherever, and then the podcast set moves.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
was
cool.
there was something too. Like I really started looking at like $3,000 for a little food truck is pretty funny, and we can leave it at the office if we can use it as like a funny thing for when we do parties. Like,
I think
there's
Steve-O's
something
podcast
here.
is that. It's just like in a trailer.
Yeah.
that they move around.
But I've been looking at them, and there's
I like
lots of
that.
cute little food truck thingies in LA because we have a food truck scene.
That's
No.
true.
And what's good is that you don't need one that is past inspection because
No.
you ain't cooking in
No,
there.
no,
Right.
and I don't need one that has lines in. I'm going to use induction burners if anything in there. It's going to be
Oh.
easy. I'm not
cool.
even going to cook in there. I'm going to eat.
Oh, Miles did the whole, and
Wow.
then I talked, and then I turned my head, and I went, "Whoa,
This
is
is nice.
fucking good."
Wow.
Really good.
Rainie, can you do the honors?
This is a classic pink iPod. It's the square screen one, and it brought me a lot of nostalgia.
This is the one with the wheel that both has like the physical click,
And
but
the
also
scrolly-
when you drag your finger around, it goes click, 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 click.
Oh, it feels
Yeah,
so
wow.
good.
Yeah.
I fucking missed
And
it.
for $85, I feel like just to bring it into the show, it could be worth it.
It's
I'm not-
65, Rainey.
Oh
It's
my
even cheaper.
gosh.
Price
It's
reduction.
65.
Even 65.
I'm not certain, but I think this model you could watch episodes of The Office.
Oh, this was
Yeah.
this looks like a video iPod
I
Yeah.
watched Lost season, the first episodes of season 2.
on your iPod video. I had an iPod video, and my computer was too slow to play the videos off iTunes because it would crash my computer, but it could load them onto an iPod. So I would use my iPod
That's
to
awesome.
put episodes of Hannah Montana onto my iPod.
99 cents each.
No, straight up buying them 99 cents. How I Met Your Mother, whole first season, second season, third season. I'm like getting iTunes gift cards for using my allowance, buying the seasons on my iPod video. I'm like under the covers in my bed watching,
An
you know.
iTunes
yeah.
gift card.
Oh man,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
that
That
iTunes gift card.
Scratch off the back.
Yeah, it was like everything.
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay,
X39.
$20 iTunes gift cards. That's 20 episodes
Yeah.
of whatever the fuck.
Right.
I'm wondering if you guys have this memory. Okay, so when iTunes kids gather round, pull up a chair. They took away Kazaa. They took away Napster.
Napster. They
we
took
had-
away LimeWire.
Okay, so iTunes on the home page, there would be the free
Yes.
download of the week. And I forget what day they came out, but I was so excited for the free download of the week. And there were some great songs in there. It's how I first found Adele.
Oh my god.
Chasing Pavements. Free
Oh,
download.
beautiful.
And they had that with videos too. First episode of Suits.
Mm-hmm.
A great
Get you
show.
hooked.
Just as good as Adele.
I would say yeah.
I actually have a fun fact about Mac and iTunes and Steve Jobs.
You have a fun fact ready to
A
go.
fun fact.
Here we go, Rainie.
Three.
Steve Jobs wanted to call the iMac Macman. In fact, according to Ken Siegel, blah blah blah, Jobs really liked the name Macman and was fixated on it. And then he was convinced to do iMac.
Macman.
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 And then the second fun
Terrible.
fact
Terrible
is
name.
Terrible name.
Microsoft saved Apple from the brink. You guys know about this?
You know about this?
This
Remind
is so
me.
interesting. How did you find this out?
Well, I had a different segment that I don't think we're gonna do.
Was it like tech information?
No, it's called Pop Culture 90s Correspondent.
That is fun. Okay, I like
Pretty
that.
good.
Yeah.
Microsoft saved it. Yeah. So, they invested $150 million.
Oh wow,
and saved it.
Microsoft.
Yeah, because
Just save their competitor.
yeah, exactly. Okay,
Wow.
next one.
Interesting.
Best.
dick
Whoa,
ever.
this is really funny.
$30. This is strawberries with chocolate, and the strawberries are it says best dick ever, and there are tiny little penises.
Little dicks.
And she says she does any theme. Dozens of strawberries with chocolate. I do any theme.
Is a great way to capture your attention.
It is.
Yeah.
And she's like, and I also, I'll write cum on the strawberries.
Yeah.
She's like letting you know, like,
Right.
you know what I'll do.
I'll
For
do
real,
anything you want.
anything.
You
doesn't
want it
matter.
to say pussy lasagna? I'll do
Yeah.
that for you.
That's right. Whoa, Keith. But yeah, it was.
New shirt coming soon, maybe.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's good marketing. It's got little chocolate peonies, and I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
$30.
$30. Well, that's well worth it. That's a custom gift. That's a
how
great
much
gift.
a
I mean,
box
that's-
of chocolate covered strawberries costs. I
Yeah.
assume I've
Yeah.
never bought one.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Jesus, poor
I
Maggie.
think chocolate covered strawberries are overrated.
Really?
I don't
you don't
like
like
the-
chocolate and fruit?
They're always kind of like you. Here's the
Yeah.
thing.
It doesn't work as good as it looks.
You
Yeah.
want it to be because the problem is they have to be cold in order to do that, but
Yeah.
you want them to be warm so it melts in your mouth.
But it's like
Uh-huh.
the chocolate it breaks as crunchy chocolate, and then the strawberries are so tart.
No.
The dark chocolate it doesn't work.
You also what you
I think
actually
people
want.
are wrong.
You want molten microwaved chocolate that you
Yes.
can dip it
100%.
into,
That's good.
slurp it down.
Yes.
Even then, I think it'd be better just with whipped cream.
Strawberries and whip.
Yeah, I think that you don't want these intense flavors. You're trying to be romantic.
I'll say I like a fondue,
Yeah,
a chocolate fondue that I have a little spear of
but
strawberry.
I'd rather
in it.
put a cracker in the chocolate.
Do you think I can
Ritz?
get edible
Wait.
arrangements to make my face for candid competition?
Yes.
I think
I
they
don't know. They're
won't.
so big now.
I think that they're too corporate, and they're going to be like, "Please stick to the."
But you know what you could do?
Stick
I
to the
bet we could
fucking-
try to get grocery store flower arrangements to do something like that.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
There it
and
is.
I don't know that people will click on which grocery store makes
Has the best flower bouquet? No, certainly not.
No, I think you might.
but I'm into it. Okay.
Although you could do erotic cakes. That's a big industry.
I thought of a candid competition for you guys. Speaking of great ideas.
oh,
We need to write. I need someone taking notes during every podcast.
absolutely.
This one is, it opens with you guys saying, you're dressed ridiculously. It's like, the days of singing telegrams are behind us. Or are they? Today we're going to go to 5 restaurants and deliver the employees singing telegrams.
Oh,
That's
it's
funny.
So funny, Keith. And see how
And-
they return the favor?
Yeah, it's basically you giving back.
Have I talked
And
about
who appreciates it the most?
So
It's candid
we-
competition.
So funny.
The give back season.
So
where you
we go
do-
to Olive Garden, we
That's-
go to Chipotle, we go to Walmart,
Walmart.
and what? We just sing a song.
You find the manager and you deliver them a sung
That's
Hi,
message.
can I
idea.
see the manager, please?
Yes, and you
I'd-
deliver them
Oh,
a
this makes me
sung message.
squirm.
That's so funny because it's also like it's like clearly like it seems like they asked for it, but they didn't.
Right. So they're going to think some employee sent it to them.
Have I told the story of how Kelsey Darrett sent me a singing telegram for my birthday?
No.
What?
I can't believe I realized I told Rainie this.
I don't know how I know the story.
I
but
definitely told you. So so it's the day after my birthday, and I had a party, and then it was like, okay, I'm at home, and Sarah sort of was like, at the time there were people that lived above us, and we were close with these kids, and their mom, and we were like, okay, and Sarah was like, Miles, you have something coming, like there's like a delivery for you, and I was like, oh, what? This is so weird. It's
Good
just
on
like,
Kelsey to let Sarah know.
yes, and she was like, but you have to. It's like at this time, there's a delivery. Like we just have to go outside. I think the delivery is going to come in a second. We just have to get it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like outside, and it's all weird. And then I see somebody who I think is just a lunatic walking, and he's walking, and he's in colonial garb, and he was walking, and then he looks at me, and he goes, what year is it? And I still think this guy's a lunatic. And he's just in my front, like, in yard. And I'm like, oh, like, we don't want it. Like, I don't know what he's, and then he just goes, Miles, are you Miles? And I was like, oh, yes. Yes, I am. And he goes, I was told to find Miles. and he opens the gate. He comes in. He sets down the speaker, and he goes, "My name is Alexander Hamilton."
No.
And he proceeds to, and the kids fucking that were upstairs, they were like, everyone's
Does
on the
he
porch.
hit-
Sarah's holding Julian, like the kids are upstairs. Everyone's like loving it.
This is like really recent.
It was so recent. And
Does he hit you with "How does a bastard orphan son of a whore"?
Yeah, he hits
No.
me with a medley of all the songs, totally off key. And it was like, you know how it was like, okay, you know what one of the lyrics is?
Alexander Hamilton.
No, straight up. And he has a microphone and a speaker. So it's all my neighbors are being like, what the fuck is going on? And he would change some of the words, unclear. I think he just didn't know all the words, but it was like, you know, like how the line is like, "Then and his mother went quick," right? That's the line in the show. He goes, "But his mother went soon." And I was like, huh? So
he knew like the synonyms.
no, he liked it. And then he was like going through a whole medley of all of it and like all these different songs. And then he like did it all, and it was so crazy. And he was just like, "Miles Monsignore." He pulls a little card and he goes, "Kelsey Dara sent this to you because she had diarrhea and could not attend your birthday party." It was so fucking funny.
Dude.
It was incredible.
Oh my god.
If he had changed it to be Miles Monsignore.
Oh, he should have. He
His
certainly
name
should
is
have.
Miles Monsignore.
But because she did this, I was like, I didn't realize this was an option for people's birthdays. Like, I'm certainly going to use this service. He was great. He was like
Why
a
did she
pretty
send
good
it
singer.
to the party?
I know. Well, I think that it was like, maybe it was supposed
She
to.
didn't know she couldn't go to the party
She didn't have
right.
diarrhea
until she
yet.
was on the toilet,
Exactly,
not
she was
going.
having diarrhea.
Yeah.
But it was like,
I got sick. I couldn't go to your party either. I
That's
just had a really bad cold, and I didn't want to give it to more people.
And the kids upstairs, they like were like, he's a time traveler. Like, they loved it. It was so
oh
cute.
my gosh.
Julian was confused.
That's so funny. I love Hamilton too.
No, it's fun. It's just
That's
fun.
funny.
We
Musicals
love
are
to
fun.
laugh.
There's something to singing telegrams that
Yeah.
are really
So-
funny.
In
All right, let me
costume,
just get.
too. I
Let me
was
just
like-
get my notepad out here. Make sure we have. Okay, so we have
Singing telegrams that are
telegram.
not asked for is like, we can go and you just find someone there. What if
Yeah.
we just go up to a random table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I think that's like the move is you like, we're going to surprise people with singing telegrams today. And if they are grateful, we're going to give them $100. And if they're not, we'll probably be blurring their face.
Yeah. But you know what you can do is to be like, we're singing telegram. We're supposed to be delivered to someone. Is it someone's birthday here?
Right.
And then they're like, it's that person's birthday. And you go, do you know their name? We didn't get all the message, but we're supposed to do a singing telegram to the birthday person.
Yeah.
And then you could go up to them and know their name.
Right.
That's so funny.
So
Brad sent this to you. I don't know a Brad.
we're
Yes,
giving-
you do. Happy birthday.
There's no business like show business.
You could also do Secret Admirer from Secret Admirer, and then they're like, "Wait, do I have?"
Oh, that's honestly,
know?
that's really fun to give secret admirer things to people who didn't order
I think
them.
doing it though to the manager and saying it's from the staff is a way that is good. Good?
That's so
Is
funny.
it good? Like the
Everyone gets in trouble. They'll get fired.
or they all get, or he thinks it's nice.
Yeah,
I think you
that's
should try.
funny.
You're trying to do a good job here.
Oh yeah.
You're trying to.
we're gonna
guys
do
are
it.
gonna
That's what
have
I'm
to
saying. It's
rehearse.
like you have been using businesses for your own gain, and now it's time to give back and also gain a little bit.
Fully like me dressed as Elphaba, Zach dressed as Calypso.
Well, we can't afford those songs, so you're gonna have to do some sort of like original songs
Yeah, because it can't be like
around the characters.
Yeah, right.
Manager. You are the manager.
That's so great.
All right, let's speed around the rest
I
of
have
these.
one more thing I have to
Okay.
say.
Oh, please.
The only other idea I came up with, which I think you guys would like, is I went clubbing in the mascot of myself.
Oh, that's nice. So you dressed as a mascot,
But we
of
don't
yourself.
tell the clubs beforehand. We try to show up and we have like you guys being security detail for me and Big Keith.
Oh, that's
And we
so
try to
funny.
see if we can get into clubs
So
as a mascot.
I love this idea
Because I
Keith.
think only the security would say no. Once you get in, everyone's gonna be like, "This is amazing."
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone would love that.
But the security's gonna be like,
Security
"I
is-
don't trust this."
it reminds me almost of I guess Yes Theory did this, but the yellow jacket they wear like high vis vests and hold a ladder to get into places. I saw recently a TikTok where these two guys to get into a music festival they were just holding a full keg of beer as if they worked for one of the bars, and they're like, "Excuse me, sorry, we just gotta get the keg to the." And then they were like, and then we got a whole keg for the festival. So they're like pouring it for people. I do think. Do you guys know about? And I know how this is gonna sound. Physical penetration testers. Have we talked about this before?
Sorry, what?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, this isn't sexy.
Isn't?
It's people who basically. Okay, so if I work for let's say I work for a company that holds data for security cameras.
Right.
I will hire someone
Right.
to breach my system.
This is what
see
Jack
where they-
does for
yeah.
us.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I will hire someone to breach my system and then tell me how they did it so I can prevent
Right.
security protocols. What if we did a candid competition where we just do that, but we didn't get hired?
I hacked Chipotle.
So we sneak into the kitchen at Chipotle, and at the end we go, I have to admit something. We're actually from a service. We break into businesses. Here's where security, whatever.
You could just sign here on this appearance release.
Exactly right. But
We've
physically, they
shown
do
a
it for cool.
vulnerability in your systems, Burger King.
Yeah, we ate a ton of burgers back here.
We were able to get to the king easy.
I was able to put my finger in every piece of meat you cook.
See, could have put my finger in there.
Okay, let's run through.
That's it.
Oh, yes.
shit.
Oh,
yes,
Keith is
this
loving
is
this.
great. And this is a decent price.
a
I think
Moog
that's how-
Theremin.
So
This
it's
is a
pronounced
Theramini.
Moog.
Moog. I apologize.
I know.
Moog.
I know. We all make the mistake. I have this.
I apologize.
Oh,
Keith has this.
But
Done.
mine has something with the connections has been squirrely because it uses radio signals, right? And it's not sending the signals well. I was trying to play it on Halloween, and it was just not like I was constantly trying to reset it to get it to calibrate, which is basically it knowing the room it's in. So as you alter the space a bit, it
Right.
makes music, but it wouldn't stay calibrated. It kept getting confused. So I either need a new one or get mine fixed.
Well, for $200.
But I think they cost $200.
Yeah.
I think you can just buy them from the website. Maybe they're $350. Let me see.
And this is the Theramini.
Theramini.
Yeah, but it's actually way more fun because it is a synthesizer. So it's got like 12 preset settings that sound different. Because a theremin only is one thing, and then you send it out through pedals to make it sound funny. But this basically has like 20 pedals built in.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, wow.
So it's really, really fun.
If you're looking to kill time someday, maybe you're in a waiting room. Look up the creator of the Theremin. Has a crazy life story. He was a political prisoner, and
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're $400. So $200 if it's in good shape. That's a good deal. It's on the floor in that picture.
yeah.
It's true.
Okay, actually, that's it. So we speed round.
Let's speed run the rest of them, and it's one.
it's one that we did not speed through.
Yeah.
Okay, for the last few minutes.
Okay.
And by the way, Rainie, that was a good segment.
That was so fun.
Really good
Thank you.
segment, Rainie.
That was so fun.
I would actually like to take a moment to hear about the process. This is inside the producer studio.
Yeah.
I'm also already ready for the next episode of Facebook Marketplace, and I beg of you to let us cruise it.
Oh, yeah.
Let us live cruise.
That's a really
I
good
want us
idea.
to be able to click links and change our search. I want us to drive
Change
through
our
the
search. I
beautiful
like that a lot.
countryside.
I agree.
I think that's brilliant.
So how long were you digging before you found
Oh, a
these
long
gems?
time.
So this is the creme of the crop.
Well, when I say a long time, less than 30 minutes.
You found all of these in less than 30
I
minutes.
feel like you had a good crop because Facebook Marketplace, a lot of them is just like chair, or like
Yeah, I mean, you can go
trash
kind
cans.
of. It's like, I mean, those were gripping to me. Like, honestly, let's just like check.
the
Let's check in
descriptions were
with
my favorite part too.
Oh, really? Okay, that's good.
The amount of sousaphones you can buy in Los Angeles because of the mariachi scene here is incredible.
Oh, that's funny.
There are always tubas on sale.
Also,
It's so
you can
funny.
always get a free grand piano. That's something I
Oh,
always
you can always get a free upright for sure.
a free because
People are trying to get rid of their upright pianos all day.
they're so fucking hard to move.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Yeah.
They're so heavy.
I'm seeing this play out in my mind, and yeah, this is going to series.
Honestly,
This is good.
I collected every free piano in Los Angeles.
Yeah, what would you do with them all? Because there are a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. I'd have to put them in a piano store.
You need a truck and a crane.
I'd open a piano store.
Honestly,
Cheap
not-
pianos.
or you could put them in beautiful, serene places. On a
Leave them
mountain.
out. Yeah, leave them out. Leave them in Griffith Park.
Do you? Yeah. Here's the thing. If I
The piano lever.
I'll be Johnny Appleseed of piano.
That's fun. I like this a lot.
in Denver, they just have pianos out in public.
yeah.
You don't know.
Never seen that.
Right.
In
This
downtown
is so funny because
Denver.
Rainie's like from Denver.
There's
and you're
one.
just saying
There's
that.
one that's in
I've seen 'em.
Pike Place. There's
There
a
are
piano.
a Pike Place piano.
Has a
That
piano.
ain't Denver.
I know, but I'm just saying
There's-
another place I've seen a piano in the wild.
Where's the piano you're talking about?
I guess it's downtown Denver, isn't it? Where like you ride those
Yeah, I've
the
seen them.
bikes, the little bikey guys bring you around, and there's big walkways for people. I don't know
Is it
Denver.
16th Street maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
the main downtown like strip
Okay,
that leads
okay.
you straight to the
I've
Capitol.
been in Denver like twice.
You know that one?
Colfax?
Maybe. It's just like it's a main drag that literally is sort of a
Pedestrian walkway.
It's half pedestrian, half road.
And there's a piano
Yes, that's 16th Street.
outside.
Yeah.
There's
That makes sense.
like graffitied pianos that are public
Oh.
art, and then like anyone can just walk up and play music for people.
That's cool.
Yeah,
It's
they do have
lovely.
a lot of public art. They have a series that's cows that artists made.
Oh, I do like
Yeah, they
that.
have
like
the cows.
those.
I've seen the cows.
Yeah.
You like
I like what I
cows.
see.
So I'm wondering if we Johnny piano seated the city. If we just left, because the reason why people have free pianos is because they're so fucking heavy. It takes so much labor, and like what kind of truck? Like people are just like, hey, it's gonna cost me more to get rid of
18-wheeler.
this. Yeah,
If we're collecting a bunch of them.
but if we
need to-
put pianos places, do you think the city would be like, that's not the code, I'm getting it out of here, or would it now just like
Good
nature
luck.
would take over it?
I think with enough pianos,
No
the
one
government will never be able to get a hold of them.
Agreed.
Because
They're not
here's
fast
my
here.
fear is I don't want to create a cost that now our tax dollars have to clean up the pianos, then it goes to some dump. But I do want to add pianos and whimsy to public spaces.
I've been creating an art installation that's 1,000 pianos in a field.
Or pianos on the beach.
Oh, that's cool.
Piano on the
Beautiful.
beach.
It's like a Frey music video.
There's so many pianos.
piano on the beach.
I mean, there's a lot of free pianos.
Sorry.
I have dreamed of taking some.
I
Okay,
know, it's fun.
everyone is going to go around the room. Number one place that you'd like to put a piano.
Costco. Right by the deli. Next to the
Honestly,
rotisserie
yeah.
chickens. Someone just playing classical, beautiful music.
What about like a wall of pianos around an in and out?
But you could create a hazard. You could block traffic. Pianos are so fucking big and difficult to move. You could totally block. You put it there and then you take off the wheels and it's like, fuck. How do I move this? Impossible.
Like 5 pianos at an intersection.
Like, by the way, was trying to get here this morning. One of the freaking on ramps was just like, hey, actually, we're closed.
Yeah, I hate when they do
15
that.
extra minutes.
Yeah.
No other way to get on the highway.
15.
You were late, so it didn't matter. But
Yeah.
Okay, so for the next segment, we've got this is specified would you rather / positive. So we're going to make each other would you rathers,
Okay.
but it has to all be good. So I'm going
Like,
to give examples.
Would Zach rather?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So first we have Zach, actually, conveniently.
And you said it has to be
And
all
they're
positive.
both good options.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Zach, would you rather have the LA to New York plane be 20 minutes or have Super Bowl tickets for this year?
Oh, easily the LA to New
Yes.
York.
Oh.
that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a 20-minute commute. So basically we have like a super high speed rail.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Because that would mean we could like go shoot a video in New York today.
Yeah.
Well, only for
I'm just-
Zach.
Oh,
Like,
just for
Oh.
Zach.
Yeah.
It's private?
And is it once or forever?
Forever.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah, that's
Like, guess what? It's actually terrible for the environment. You're
probably.
canceled, Zach.
Oh shit.
It's 10 fucking
It's
million times worse
My private jet.
than a regular plane.
My PJ is just
Sharding on the
skeeting
environment.
emissions
20
everywhere.
minutes, but 20 minutes, that's worth it.
That's pretty great. By the way, 20 minutes, that's like supersonic.
That's so
unbelievable.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's shorter than a sitcom episode. People.
And actually, airplanes hurt my arthritic body. Ableist. That you would take that from me.
This is so funny. So, canceled. Ableist.
Okay. Keith, would you rather get the Psy Strike Pokemon card or have a bonus weekend where you can perform live, no time off your back?
What's the
a
first one?
Psy Strike Pokemon card.
Who the hell's that?
I looked up most rare Pokemon.
Spell that for us.
So funny to be like, this is the most rare.
not the first edition Charizard, the oldest, most famous card ever.
I can't believe that
you
didn't come
don't
on
ask
my
follow
Google
Kristen
list.
Serini. She's not prepared.
I guess I'll take Okay, so one must be a high value card. So I would,
It'd be
You'd love it.
special.
It's
It's
It'd be
probably
special.
worth over $1 million.
no card's worth more than like
I thought the big one.
350K.
Oh, dang.
350K for a card is a lot.
Yeah, it's a
crazy.
lot. It's a lot. So but it's probably in the 100 to 200K range. I'm assuming because I've never heard of it.
Well, this one's so rare, actually.
And there's other more famous cards. There's a lot of famous cards.
Yeah.
The other one's just I get a full weekend to perform
live once a month. And it's just it's just for you.
It's bonus weekend. It's like almost like you're time traveling such that it's not a load off anyone.
Yeah.
I just want to flag something that only happens in this show is that sometimes Rainie breaks Keith's brain where he talks and his eyes close as he's speaking and thinking through it.
He's imagining it.
It's something that has become a Keithism, but it only happens here.
Well, I'm trying to think of
A bonus weekend.
His eyes are fully closed right now.
There's too many unanswered questions within the question. Like, who am I performing for? Where am I performing? What am I performing? Do I get to decide all those factors?
Keith,
Is it an arena?
These are both good things.
Yeah. This is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
You're in a nether space, nether realm.
The performing one feels stressful to me, but I'd have fun. I love performing.
Good thing.
And I don't lose any time.
All this time.
So that's good.
Gain time.
I guess
One extra.
And I'm making money on the performance?
Yeah.
And the other one is a Psy Strike?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
PSY?
Yeah.
It's not a Mew card that has like the move of Psy Strike? What the fuck
It
is a
could
Psy
be that
Strike?
for sure. Let's look into it.
This is one extra weekend that you could be playing catch
let me
with
show
your
you a
son in the
photo.
That's right.
It
backyard.
sounds like
No,
a
it's not,
move.
Bonus.
So that's a Mewtwo.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Did Rainie read the moveset?
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like a move of Mew or Mewtwo is
That's
what
a
my brain kind of
Mewtwo.
knew what you were
Oh.
talking about.
That's
And it's a
really
Mewtwo
funny.
GX. That can't be the most rare Pokemon card. It
Maybe
can't
it's-
be.
Maybe it's currently because there's not enough printed or something.
It's possible, but the
Do you want a card?
I take the Pokemon.
Do you want a card?
I
Do you want to perform?
can't choose.
You like them both, or you don't really need
I like
either?
them both.
Oh, okay.
I guess I took the performing because I didn't really know what the card was, so
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't
Yeah.
have any preconceived feelings about it. But I do like special cards.
Oh, he certainly does.
I do like rare items.
Okay, Miles.
Hit me with it.
I want the
Okay.
flight to New York.
And a flight.
Yeah, that's
The fast flight is
incredible.
the best
New York
one.
flight.
That's so good.
So, Miles, you make a new friend.
I could go see a Broadway show tonight
That's what I'm
and sleep
saying.
in my own bed.
You could go
pretty
get a baguette from your favorite baguettery.
Ooh. All right, so I meet a new friend.
You meet a new friend,
Yeah.
and you like them generally, and then you find out they're better coffee maker than you. But and
This is nice.
This is a good thing.
Mine are mean.
then
Oh wait, let's hear the second one.
it
This is a good
ultimately
thing.
it ultimately makes you better, and you learn from them.
The second one
What
is
a story. There's where like you want a fast fight. Mine is like, okay, you actually are bettered by the friend you made.
Get humbled and grow in the process.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
humbled by this new friend, and that I like.
The
when you
second
said, quote
option-
unquote, generally.
the second option is your dick gets cut off by the fanciest knife in America.
that you then get to
The
cook with.
fanciest knife. Who cares, right? My dick's gone.
But now you have the fanciest knife in America.
What's the second one?
The other one is that you get to have read 2 books without actually having to read it.
These both suck. So the first one, the second one is I lie about having read 2 books. The first one is I'm humbled because if someone is better than me and they're like, let me show you how. Both of these suck dick. That's
It was
crazy.
just for you.
Oh my
It was
God.
special for
It
you.
was so special for me. I guess the second one, because the first one, it feels like I'm like, I actually think I'm making coffee. Like, oh, I made a coffee. And they're like, you actually aren't good at making coffee, but I'll teach you. I don't need that. I don't need you to teach me. I do feel pretty confident. Like, you can be better at that. And they're like, no, let me show you.
How much better can you get at making
No,
coffee?
it's not that. Like, yeah, the threshold is like, I don't care to be better than I am at this point.
Right. I'm fine at it.
That's fine. The second one.
Even though you get to make a new friend in this situation.
Yeah, but they sound like a dick.
it starts out rocky, right?
Exactly.
Enemies to lovers.
Yeah. And the 2 books are, so I read 2 books, but I don't have to read them.
There are some books that I have like that I'm like, oh, I want to know what's in this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of some nonfiction ones,
Exactly.
but like,
I
so
don't want to
thick.
actually read it.
Sounds
Such a
like
slog.
It's a movie.
But-
Yeah.
Watch a movie.
Yeah.
I have Sapiens at my house.
You're never going to read that.
Yeah, and it's so fucking. There's another one that I have that's like before we even get to what I'm here to teach you, I need to teach you about brain chemistry for 80
Yeah.
fucking pages.
Yeah, see, that's how I feel about reading a lot of times. I'm like, I wish I had read this, but I don't know.
I'm just too
I don't wanna
dumb.
do it.
Well, I mean, reading should be fun too. Just
Yeah.
because it should be trash. But I'll also
And it
say,
is fundamental.
I've actually been reading, I read a book, Haruki Murakami. I'm almost done. First book I read in a while.
sick.
Wow.
But it was a book called it's like What I Think About When I Think About What I Think About When I Talk About Running or something.
yeah.
It's about running. I feel like you're a runner. You would like
I
it
know, I
actually
should
maybe.
read it.
But it's about Murakami Murakami's like a great novelist, but it's a nonfiction book about running and writing kind of and just about like work. But it's cool and it's hashtag good. And I would like it to be done. But I was thinking,
can I tell you the fact
please.
that you said that you read that makes me go like, Miles.
Yeah,
got a little-
exactly.
this is my point.
Yeah.
So the books are useful for you. The reading without reading actually really was.
That
good
actually
for you.
would benefit me. I will say sometimes I look at my bookshelf and I think these are all these books I bought. I'm never gonna read that. Sometimes as I get older, now I'm having the thought of like, oh, like I wonder what my life's gonna be like, and like this and that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be an astronaut. I think I know that for a fact.
You know what's crazy? I can't relate less to the sentence. I took a look at my bookshelf.
You don't have a bookshelf,
No, we do.
but you don't look at it.
I don't have any fucking books on that thing.
Why not?
I don't read.
That's fine. Books
What?
are art.
But why would I look at?
You
books?
can have a book of pictures. A book of pictures with a bunch of tubas.
That sounds boring. Well, no.
See, this is the thing. Art books are books.
A binder of Pokemon cards, is that a book?
It is a book. But also, like, you can go to, like, there's this cool, in Silver Lake, there's a cool, also, I read comics, bro.
That's cool. I don't read those either.
You don't like those either?
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I just like, I think it was because all the books I had to read in my first childhood were assignments.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to
So, and even this summer, my mom made me read like a certain amount of chapters every day.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I have a bad relationship with books now.
What about, like, HP? You read HP.
I read HP. That's the only book series I liked, other than Encyclopedia Brown and
What about
Goosebumps.
LOTR?
I read The Hobbit. I didn't read Lord of the Rings. That's too long.
I feel like you should, I mean, if you like
I
that
should,
stuff.
but I'm not gonna.
No.
What
I
about
also like, I
little,
realized, so
little
something
beach
I realized,
vacation.
Huh?
Go down to the shore, a little beach vacation.
I found
Read a
that I
book.
also like I have a bad time focusing reading books that like
It's
I
hard.
can't read for more than even a page in, my brain is gone.
Yeah.
I found though the only way for me to ingest what I'm reading in real time as I'm reading it is by reading it aloud, which is insane.
No, I don't think, I think actually my mother-in-law does this where she listens to the audiobook and reads it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only way that I actually ingest what I'm reading.
I think it's like reading is one of those things like boredom, like we were talking about before. That it's like when I watch something, I get like it's like almost passive. I'm like, okay, blurping in, rewatching Game of Thrones again, by the way.
Oh.
Third time, clearly going through something. But I think when I read, it's like I get to imagine, and I feel like it is like another boredom. It's not boredom because I'm like being stimulated, but I'm having to fill in the blank.
Yeah.
And I
You're
like
working
that
a
process.
little bit.
Similar with comic, but I think comic books are the same thing where it's like I'm filling in the story and like I'm
Yeah,
looking
the
at panels,
voices
imagining
and-
what
yeah.
happened, getting excited about it.
Yeah.
When reading works, it's sick.
Yeah.
But for me, it rarely works.
Totally.
Yeah.
When you see the pictures and you feel suddenly like the movie is playing at the same time as you're
Oh,
reading it,
really fun.
Yes.
that's dope. That rarely happens for me.
Hard to get into a flow state.
Here's an idea for you. If you take your little size strike, trade it with Miles, you can read 2 books without having to read them.
That sounds
Would be
good.
good
Do you
for
want my
Keith.
Pokemon card?
Yeah, are you sure you don't want to have a barista tell you what to do?
I might. Sometimes I question my coffee making skills.
Sometimes I do too. I've been decent at it. I make coffee all the time, and I'm like, Sarah, the coffee's bad today. It's gonna be bad.
I make it a little too strong on purpose now because Becky has it iced.
Yeah.
And so it'll always dilute a little bit. But then I did that and I forgot to tell my family when they were in town that it was stronger. So they were like drinking it and being kind. I'm like, oh, you need to water it down.
Yeah.
Like I water my mug down.
Yeah.
Like first thing I do, pour my cup, hit it with like a tablespoon or 2 of water.
Yeah,
Just
there you go.
knock it down because
Yeah.
it's strong for Becky.
That's good.
Oh, that's cute.
Strong for bear.
Strong for Becky.
Well, if you need Avicii,
Yeah.
let's get into it.
Avicii.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
Hey guys.
Remember we tried to teach Rainie harmony once?
I know.
That
I
was
was like,
really fun.
I'm not gonna.
But guys, it's time once again. Have you ever wanted to be barf? Have you ever
did talk
wanted
about
to be
throwing up.
Have you ever wanted to be stronger than ever and full of that muscle, that gristle, that
Yes.
fat?
Yes.
I want that.
Yes, I want to be strong as hell.
I'm buff as fuck, and it's not because I exercise.
What?
It's because I consume lean, mean protein.
Protein.
It's something I've been doing because my life is so chaotic and busy, is I've been having a little snack. And that snack is because frozen meatballs are back. Put them in a bowl in the microwave.
Okay, you are cooking
have
them.
them in a sauce, and it's time to play.
You thought he was having them like ice pops?
No, I'm not sucking on a frozen meatball.
Meatballs.
What I'm doing
Life
is
is busy,
no.
so I've been eating frozen meatballs.
I've been putting them in a bowl in the microwave for about a minute, and then I put a little sauce on them, and it cools the sauce down, and then it's room temp, and then I eat them. And I find that is a perfect little snack.
Okay.
Have you been making your own meatballs yet?
No,
Yeah,
Keith.
Yeah, gotta.
Who has the time? But then they're raw.
Well, yeah, you cook them.
Boy, yeah.
Does raw meat make you nervous?
Raw meat does make me nervous, but I've gotten better about it. Chicken doesn't make me nervous. Beef, for some reason, makes me more nervous.
What?
I know. I don't know what that's
But beef,
about.
you can eat way more raw than chicken.
I know. But I think that it's just
It's a mind game.
something about it's a mind
No,
game.
it's not.
Fish makes me a little nervous just because fish.
Fish is definitely eaten raw all the time.
Well,
It's one of
yeah,
the only
I know,
proteins
I
that we
know.
as humans can
Not
actually
the way I'm
handle.
eating it. Not the way I'm eating it.
What?
No, it's salmon from the grocery store.
Oh.
You can't, unless it's from Costco and it's farm raised.
Most of it's been frozen, so you
That's
probably
true.
could eat it.
That's true. But yeah, I like meat and I like meatballs and I like it frozen.
I make
because it
meatballs
makes
now.
it easy.
I bet we're a big meatball household nowadays.
Meatballs are
Probably
great.
once every other week.
Julian loves
I make them
meatballs. Oh, you
from
make 'em?
scratch.
Oh, that's
Ah.
good.
Try to make them a little different every time. Just to
All right, hit us
play.
with your recipe. Go.
meat.
I do all beef. I wish I could do all beef. I do beef and pork, but I don't yet. I just do beef and I do the breadcrumbs. I hit a lot of
Ooh.
Parmesan. We get a lot of spices in there. We're talking some basil, some Italian seasoning.
nice.
I like to put my secret mustard powder.
Whoa.
Mustard
man,
powder
I'm gonna
goes in
make
lots
these.
of stuff that I do. It adds a little bit of tang and zing. It's delicious. Salt and pepper, and then an egg, and sometimes a splash of milk also helps it be a little more moist as you cook it.
How do you
And
cook it?
I do one of two things. I either broil them in the oven and then put them in so that the outside is very like browned and nice, and then I let them stew in the sauce for a little bit, or I'll brown them in the pan and let them stew in the sauce. Either way, you got to get that browning action first. You get them crisp. Also give them a little more structure, and then serve them on spaghettis.
Oh, I love spaghettis and
Oh.
meatballs.
You got to do the classic spaghetti and meatballs.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
And they're good.
I love that.
Sometimes I nail it, and sometimes I try, and it's not as good, and I'm mad.
Mm.
Because I never write down exactly what I'm doing.
No.
And I'm always tweaking.
All
And then
this
some days
meatball
Becky will
talk
be
is
like-
making me hungry.
Me
Becky
too.
will be like, these are the best you've ever made. And then the next time I make it, she doesn't say that. And I know the truth that they aren't as good. And
That's
I know that they're
weird.
not as good.
I really hear that.
And it sucks.
Keith, hit us with the official Tripod theme song.
Ooh, do you feel like dancing? Ooh, do you feel like me? Ooh, do you feel like dancing? Then come on to the tripod with we.
LasagnaIsland.com.
Have a good ass week.